Welcome back, everyone. From the very beginning, you can feel the tension in the air. This situation goes far beyond just a camera. It's a clear clash between perception and constitutional rights. On one side are individuals asserting their right to record in public, a freedom protected under the First Amendment. On the other are people who feel uneasy, even threatened, by being filmed without their consent.
What do you mean getting off? I'm seeing stuff. I'm seeing what we got. Seeing what we got to offer.
Not everyone wants to be recorded.
Well, in this day and age, there's cameras. Look, I don't want them to record me. Can I tell them not to?
Idiots like you who are going to get more rights taken away. Right?
Wrong. No, if you don't exercise your rights, you lose your rights. Right. If you don't exercise them, you lose them. Simple as that. And why is it okay for them to record us up there?
Because they own the establishment. And
okay, well, I own my camera.
You guys, no, you can.
And they're not going to do anything. They're not. They're not. This is a First Amendment protected activity, okay? The First Amendment. Freedom of press. Freedom of press.
Why?
There's your cop buddy right there. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
You got nothing better going on?
I'm working.
What are you doing?
I'm working, making a video. Hello.
Yeah, it's coming from someone who is extremely conservative and.
Okay. Well, then you should appreciate what I do.
Okay.
All right. We hold cops accountable, government accountable, and we do some touring.
We try to tell them it's a private gym where they pay a membership to be private.
Right.
And they're recording in between this gap. They keep extending their private.
Well, that's because you tried to block it.
Okay,
Because
so
we have the right to.
listen. I don't know what y'all agendas are.
No agenda.
But it's not the first
Recording.
Call. Hold on. It's not the first call
I'm sure it's not.
that we just got from this area about y'all. I don't know what y'all agendas are.
No agenda. Recording and exercising rights. That's it.
So y'all
First
going-
Amendment.
So what are y'all doing? Like, what are you
Making a video.
Huh?
Making a video. Simple as that.
What is it like? What is it?
Recording in public.
That's all. They're just going to give you this run.
Recording in public. It's not a runaround. It's 100. Okay, that's what I said, right, dude?
You got a job to go to?
This is my job, buddy. I get paid well. Go work out your frustrations.
So I guess my question is, what are y'all aiming at? Like, what are y'all trying to strike reactions out of people or something?
I record in public. That's it, man.
No, I get that. But like, what are y'all like? Y'all going to people's?
We check out. Right. It's called window shopping, right? You go around and
So what you shopping on in here?
Well, we're seeing what they.
This is where the legal debate truly begins. Both sides start to stand their ground. The phrase First Amendment protected activity carries weight, but it's often misunderstood. Yes, recording in public is generally legal, but context matters, location matters, and most importantly, how that right is exercised can heavily influence how others react. Notice how the tone shifts the moment police involvement is mentioned. That's usually the turning point. The cameraman appears confident, almost anticipating escalation, while others hope law enforcement will step in and put an end to it.
Found out that there was 338 capacity. That's a pretty big one. And seeing the layout, there's been many gyms that invited us in and said, hey, you want to come check it out and record and give us the rundown of everything that they got going on? Or you got other ones that try to block your window or tell you can't do that or whatever. It's all up to them. You know?
Is that what y'all trying to strike?
We're not trying to do anything. Just recording in public, right?
Y'all are. That's what I'm saying. Y'all kind of disturbing people's peace
Nah,
by going. Cause
I can't control their feelings. I can't control your feelings. Why not? It's in public. Why do they record our license plates? Oh, proper authority, right? We pay them. We're their bosses. I hope you know that, right?
Can I get a raise?
I can tell you're dismissed. How about that? You're dismissed. Go have some fun.
So listen to this. Listen to this. I'm gonna be so kind and courteous about this, right?
Right.
I'm gonna be kind and courteous about this part.
I hope there's no directives or something like that because we don't want to hear them. No directives.
You don't have to hear them. You don't have to hear this at all, right? If you choose not to hear it, you don't have to hear it, right? But far as these businesses, right? The businesses are open to the public, but they are privately owned businesses.
Sure.
That they can also trespass you from being on their property, right?
They can trespass us from being inside.
So listen.
Not from here. You better get the property manager if you want that.
Listen to what I just explained.
Property owner.
Listen to what I just explained to you, right? They're public, they're open to the public, but they are privately owned businesses, which can deny you access to their property from.
They can deny me from going in there. Why, I don't know, but
Trespass you from their property
you know,
from.
they can't do it from right here. Go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it. They don't own this. They don't own this. They don't own this.
Now the officer enters the scene, and it's clear this is more of an investigation than immediate enforcement. Instead of jumping to conclusions, he asks questions. What are you doing? What's your purpose? That's a calculated approach. From an outsider's perspective, filming businesses and interacting with strangers can seem suspicious. Still, the cameraman maintains a steady narrative, recording in public, repeating it calmly and strategically. At this point, the officer is trying to determine intent. Is this documentation or deliberate provocation?
They don't own this. I don't have to listen. They don't own this.
Right now?
They don't own this.
Explain it to
Okay.
explain to y'all with the law.
I know the law well.
And I never doubted that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I asked y'all a common courtesy question. What are y'all angles at doing what y'all doing? Because y'all did it all the way up there.
Yeah.
Y'all
Just
did
like
it
I told
all
them.
the way down.
Yep.
So my thing is this: are y'all trying to strike reactions out of people? Because at some point, and this is what it's gonna come down to, right? Y'all keep doing it, and whatever reason y'all doing it, that's y'all personal reason, right? But y'all are involving other people who are not sentenced to it. Which, if they turn aggressive, they turn aggressive.
Then I deal with that.
But you're causing problems.
I'm not causing anything.
Harm people. That man just put up to like this is.
What about the people that smile and wave and say, "Hey, how you doing?"
That is the sort of people that want to be involved, but a lot of the
Okay, well,
calls that we just got
when you're in
from
public, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, but every call that we just got from everybody, they feel violated that you're putting
That's
cameras in their face.
ridiculous.
What do the judges always say? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. So their ignorance is not an excuse to tell us what to do in public.
Okay,
Right.
so your ignorance as well. does
Ignorance of
not-
what?
Listen,
We know the law better than you, I guarantee it.
Right.
I promise you.
For this, anyways. For this, anyways.
You can never tell somebody what they don't know, and you will never be able to argue
I'll
somebody that
admit
they
when
don't
I'm
know.
wrong.
Right.
Huh?
Ooh, look at that parking spot.
But you would never be able
Rules
to-
for thee, but not for me. What would you do if I parked like that?
You would never be able to.
Huh? What would you do if I parked like that?
Obviously, you know what I do.
Right. You would give me a ticket for it.
That's what you felt
Right.
like I would do
But
that.
you,
I
who
never
you
did
can't do that.
What did I do?
I didn't say you did it. I said they can't park like that. You know you can't park like that, right? If I park like that, I get a ticket. Why do you get to and not me? Rules for thee, but not for me. Is that how it goes?
Here's where the deeper conflict emerges, rights versus emotions. The cameraman argues, I can't control how people feel. Legally, that holds some truth. But socially, it's far more complicated. People naturally feel uncomfortable being recorded, and when multiple complaints come in, officers are placed in a difficult position. Uphold the law while maintaining public order. That's when terms like disturbing the peace start entering the conversation.
So again,
So again,
could I shoot away from these people's establishment?
well, I'm not anywhere where I'm not allowed to be.
So again, I'm gonna tell you again. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people properties called. They don't
These
want y'all.
properties didn't call
They
me,
don't
haven't
want
even been
y'all.
over there
They
yet.
don't want y'all on their storefront.
Now you're telling lies.
Right.
Am I?
Yes.
Are you sure?
You
Because
said
you know what
nine?
came.
You said 9,
but
right.
know what
You
came
said
through-
9.
But you know what came through my cat, right? Is what you're telling me.
You're saying
You
that
know,
all
no.
these
Answer my
businesses called
question.
and we
because
haven't
you know-
even been
because you know
anywhere
the
near
law,
all.
right? And you know what I'm here for, right? So.
Oh, they did good. They closed the cat. Smart. Smart. And he did too. Good job. Good job. Yep. Good job. Is this illegal? What I'm doing? What's the law? Tell me what that law is.
illegal.
What is?
I have.
What is?
Okay, listen.
Don't put your hands on me, buddy. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. I can record. That's my vehicle. That's my vehicle. You know that? That's my vehicle.
I'm not gonna tell you that again.
There was no sensitive information.
Yes, it is.
No.
It is. So don't record.
Look at this guy. What's your name and badge number?
You got it right here. Don't.
Oh,
record
right
inside
here?
my
Is that what
vehicle.
you tell the judge? Yeah, my name's right here. You know how many right here's I've met? This is a public vehicle, buddy. You close your CAD, there's no problem. You close your CAD, there's no problem. There's no private information.
With a camera inside my vehicle.
I wasn't inside, I was outside. Come on, man. You're ignorant, dude. You're ignorant. You're ignorant of the law. I'm surprised they even hired your ass. There's no.
Now we move into the technical side of the law, where confusion is common. The officer explains that these are private businesses open to the public, meaning they can issue trespass notices under certain conditions. The cameraman quickly responds by drawing a clear boundary, not from here. He's asserting that he's standing on public property, outside the authority of those businesses. This distinction is crucial. Sidewalks, storefronts, and parking lots often fall into legal gray areas, and not everyone fully understands where public access ends and private rights begin.
God, is this guy... How long has he been on the force? How long you been on the force, man?
Sir,
If we can see it, we can record it.
yeah, not walking up.
Look at you blocking everybody. Oh, there you go. Prejudice there. Prejudice. I don't vote either way, dude. I know how corrupt the system is. I don't vote left or right.
He put it on the window.
I didn't touch the window, but I could if I want to. I could touch that vehicle all I want. It's not against the law. Is your business done here?
No, it's not actually.
Okay, well then mine's not either.
That's for what you see through the window.
Right. It's called plain view doctrine, right? Why can you do it, but I can't do it, right?
It's not illegal.
You cannot walk up on the police.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Close your CAD and then there ain't no problem. You know how many cop cars I went and recorded the CAD and I didn't even have to put in the FOIA in because they were dumb and left the CAD open. You're smart at least to shut it, okay? But I can do it. I can walk right up to it. That's a public car. We pay for it. Simple as that.
Public car.
Yeah, and now you're gonna look dumb by getting and touching me and all that stuff. So the people will see, and you'll probably get a lot of calls too.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
okay with every call and I can answer every question.
Yeah, yeah. They'll tell you how ignorant you are. Ignorant.
Push along, man.
I'm not pushing anything. We got.
Push along.
What's this one's? What's your name, badge number?
Men trespass from anywhere.
4433.
Thank you. Yours?
Officer McFadden, badge 38.
Thank you. Yours?
Officer Mumford, badge 694.
There you go.
There you
Professional.
go. There you go. You're welcome. Now could you please push
Now you guys can buckle and bounce. You're dismissed. Ooh, look at there's a truck one too. Look at that. Little piggy party over here.
This your excitement for the day?
It was going fine until you guys showed up.
That was doing fine. If my business called on y'all.
Other people want.
5 or 9? Because he said 9.
Other people want. So, like, what's the problem?
Imagine if laws were based on feelings. We'd be living in North Korea. We'd be living in North Korea. Yeah. Not the land of the free where you're allowed to record in public.
Yeah,
But you're
At this stage, the calm discussion fades, and rights begin to be tested under pressure. When commands like "stop filming" are issued, the dynamic changes instantly. It's no longer a conversation, it becomes a confrontation. For someone asserting their rights, that pressure often leads to resistance rather than compliance. What we're seeing here is a real-world example of how constitutional rights play out.
what? Put but. Disturbing the peace? Get out of here, man. Disturbing the peace. Do you know what disturbing the peace is, dude? Peacefully recording is not disturbing the peace. My camera making somebody else feel some way is not disturbing the peace, okay?
you're bombarding them, putting in their
Bombarding them?
face, and you're putting
No,
in
no,
their
no.
face.
They bombarded us, if anything. Right.
In our face.
Right.
We stand where we're standing and they come up to us.
Yeah.
So are y'all done right now? Y'all done?
Don't know. What time is it? We got a lot of daylight left. The longer you're here, the longer I'm here. Simple as that.
I'm more strip mall.
So I can even drop some pole here. That way I don't gotta hold it. Yeah,
My
yeah.
supervisor just made location. Whatever he advised, just do,
Okay.
man. Whatever it is.
Cool.
Simple as that.
Yeah. Little party out here. Did you get a call from the new bus terminal thing that they got around here? because we were there too. Yeah, the Coliseum. He gave us all the history about the Joe Dumars, and that's the stuff we like. We like the nice smiles and waves and when people are cool.
We told him he was incorrect, and he looked up the law and
Right.
apologized.
It was a public building. He thought we couldn't. He looked up the law, seen we couldn't, apologize, and we love to see that. They called the feelings enforcement over cameras.
Y'all can't record inside the gym?
Well, we were outside. Yeah.
Yeah, we never went inside.
Yeah.
I've been watching this on YouTube.
Heck yeah. We appreciate the support, man. A lot of people are ignorant on our laws, you know. It's public. Heck yeah. Who says that? Who's your supervisor? Who's your supervisor?
Steve, he's on the phone now.
And who is he?
His name is Steve.
I know. What is his title?
He's a supervisor.
Of what?
Security of my company.
Okay, well, that's security. That's
Now the situation escalates, and this is where things become dangerous. Physical space starts to matter. Voices rise. Accusations fly. The cameraman claims his rights are being violated, while the officer appears focused on regaining control. Once things become physical, or even close to it, the risks increase dramatically. Legal terms like plain view doctrine get mentioned. While it's a legitimate concept, applying it correctly in real time is challenging. These aren't lawyers in a courtroom. These are individuals interpreting the law under pressure. The disagreement intensifies. Questions of authority, property management, and lawful presence all collide in a moment where clarity is hard to find.
Permission to video here, so you guys got to.
yeah, but he's not the property manager. That's the problem. He's not
Publicly accessible.
right. He's not the property manager. Is the problem, and we're not doing nothing wrong but peacefully recording.
We're not going into any of the businesses either.
Right.
Unless they invite us in.
He said you guys are not welcome, man.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm here. No. They hear you.
They're here.
They hear you already.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them.
I mean, if you're trespassing, we can go.
You're just interfering in business. You guys hold.
I'm ready to go.
I've been ready.
Still there, Steve?
I'm just waiting for the cops to go.
Still there?
I wonder how much money is standing out here being wasted right now. Let's see. You probably make at least 80 grand a year. Well, everybody gets paid differently, and I can't keep track of everybody, you know. With FOIA request, I'll be able to know exactly how much you got paid, your hire date, your disciplinary records, all that stuff, right? So anywhere between 80 to 120K, I say, for each of you.
So we out here servicing her.
Oh, okay. She needs some of that. She needs that butt cream, is what she needs. That butt hurt cream. Yeah, slather it on her hurt butt, and she'll be better. Say yes. I'm here to enforce your feelings. I want to coddle you a little bit. And all you had to do was smile and wave. Literally, we're gone in like a minute. That's it. You can see on the video.
In the end, this is more than just a single encounter. It reflects a much broader issue. The balance between individual rights and public comfort. The role of law enforcement in gray areas. And the question of whether exercising a right always leads to the right outcome. On one side, the cameraman remains consistent, asserting his rights, challenging authority, and refusing to back down. On the other, officers attempt to manage complaints while navigating unclear boundaries and rising tension. And that's the real takeaway. Situations like this rarely have simple answers. They exist in the space between law, perception, and human reaction, where every action can escalate and every decision carries weight.